Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Life with MaryAnn and Joe and my continuation of Fall Inspiration for 2023. Today, I'm going to be doing two more mantles for you. I think I'm going to get two of them out. If you didn't check out my first video in this series, please do. I'm going to link it below in the description box. I did three different mantles on this mantle right here. A traditional orange one, a green and white, more modern look, and then a dramatic centerpiece. So today what I think I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to do a whimsical one first and maybe a burgundy one second. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so as you can see, I cleared off the mantle, and what I'm going to be using in this application is my board. I'm sorry for those of you that watch, and I keep repeating myself, but in case somebody just stumbled on me, measured out a board that I can put on top of my mantle so that I don't destroy it. And I can use this to put nails in and do whatever I can to hold my application, because command hooks don't seem to do it. It falls down and they're just not what they used to be, I think. So anyway, I measured out this board right here and I put it on my mantle here and I line it up, and then I can get the painted side out, and then I can do what I have to do on there. I do secure it. I can use this kind of stuff to hold on the edges, or those clamps. I don't have one that's big enough. I can't find it. I do have it. I don't know where it is. Or you can just put something really heavy on top of it so it doesn't move. So let me get that in place, and then we can get started with our whimsical mantle. Okay, so I'm going to use these finishing nails right here, my hammer of course, and I'm going to put some nails in that mantle over there so that I can hold my stuff to it. Okay, so I put in 6 nails in there. Again, because this is not staying up, it's coming down. I'm not overly concerned with the sturdiness of the whole thing. If it were to be left up, or if at Christmas time, I probably put like 15 nails in there to really hold the stuff in, because it tends to get heavy. But I'm not putting that much heavy stuff in here. Okay, so I put a piece of garland on here, and I'm not fluffing it or anything like that. I want it flat because I want it to disappear. We don't want to see it. And what I did was I took, the branches, and I just wrapped them around those nails, and it's nice and sturdy, and now I can use it as, the sticking point for stuff. But before I do that, I'm going to add stuff in the back. Now, in this application, I put it really close to the front because I want space in the back so I can put a lot of stuff. Okay, so the next thing in is I want some, like a nature kind of a feeling. And obviously I'm using stuff that I have, because since I'm, putting them up, taking down, putting them down, I'm not buying anything new for this stuff. So I needed to create a tree. So what I did was I took, these are those logs that you get in Home Depot or in Lowe's, and all I did was I hot glued them together, and I left an opening so that I can stick stuff in. So you can see I have one up there ready, and I'm gonna put one down this other end. Okay, so what I did was I just stuck, there's a hole in the middle of that, right? So I just stuck these orange leaves, so it kind of gives it like a tree feeling, and then I just try to soften it by using this like vine thing I stuck in there as well. All right, next thing in is this bale of hay right here. I just have one, I'm putting it in there. And you know what? I just wanted to tell you, I know it makes a mess, it really does, but don't leave the plastic on it. It just looks so tacky. I mean, I see a lot of people do that. They leave the plastic and then they just stick things in it, and I don't know. It's like leaving plastic on your lampshade. Don't do that. It doesn't look good. Take it off. All right, so now down this end, I have these two scarecrows that came from the Christmas tree shop. Boo, they closed. But they were cheap. They were like, maybe $10.99 or something. Anyway, I put this one on top of that other tree trunk right there, and I'll, put some greenery in there so that hides that. And I put the other one down to make him layered, so we have, it's asymmetrical, but, I think it works so far. Okay, so I'm sure you've seen that signs are out this year. Thankful, blessed, harvest, fall, they're out. But anyway, I have this sign right here. Welcome to our pumpkin patch. And I don't care if it's out or not, but it goes with this whimsical mantle that I'm doing. So I'm going to stick it right here in my whatchamacallit, haystack. Okay. Now I have a whole array of little figures and stuff, and I'm going to be putting those in. I know it's a funky angle, but I'll show you. But now what I did is I put in all my cast of characters. So now I have to add in some fall looking things. Maybe a few pumpkins here and there. Maybe a couple more leaves. I'll see. Let me go upstairs and see what I have. Okay, so I got some stuff. And I'm going to be using smaller pumpkins in this application. It gives better scale, excuse me, with these characters. So it's basically this size. I got a few, variations on them, and to make them colorful. Let me go get my floral wire. Okay, so I find that this works very well for those of you that, never saw me before. I take some floral wire like this, and it's really, it's very, very thin. And what I do is I stick it into my pumpkin. Sometimes they're a little bit harder to get in, like these. The other ones that are more styrofoam are easier to get in. And these, the ones that I'm using right now, are a little bit more plastic. So I'm going to have to manipulate this a little bit. But I'm going to get it in. But I don't want to waste your time. Okay, it was only a second. See, so I put it in there, and now I can actually wire it to wherever I want it. So I just put it here. I'm going to wire around one of these branches, and then there you go. There's my pumpkin right there. And I'm just going to do that with the rest of them as well. Okay, so I got my pumpkins in, and I'll show you those also when I get done. But now I'm just going to finish off by putting some leaves, and I got a little bit of a variation now. I added more burgundy here just to offset all of the orange. And then what I'm going to just do is I'm going to go in there, and I'm going to stick them in like that, and I'm going to cover up this garland the best that I can, and then this way, you'll see a little bit of it, but you won't see that much of it. So I'll just continue this, and then I'll show you the whole thing. Okay, so I hated taking that one down because I thought that was super cute, but whatever. Next, I'm going to do, I was looking through my bins. I was actually trying to do, because everything's Barbie crazy, and I had made pink pumpkins one year, but I guess I painted over them. I think I made them white. So scratch the Barbie mantle, but that's an idea. You can do like pink pumpkins and that kind of stuff if that's your thing. So I do have this stuff, and I'm going to do a grape theme. You know, being Italian, we like our vino, and and it's harvest time, and it reminds us of when our grandfathers used to make homemade wine and so on. So I'm going to be using these. These are lights. These grapes light up. They're from, I think we got them in BJ's a long time ago. I did look online, and they have velvet leaves and everything. They're beautiful. I did look online, and they have something similar to them, but not these exact ones if you're interested. So I left up my board. I left up my garland. So I'm going to put these grapes in there. Okay, so there you go. I have my lit grapes in here. Aren't they pretty? And they have these beautiful leaves on them. And I just had to fluff them out a little bit because they get a little bit squashed, you know, being packed away in the bin. I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to add some more grapes to this. Okay, so far while I was away anyway, I put in these two pumpkins that have it's hard to see here on the video, but they have like a very pale pink undertone to them because I had made them like a pinkish kind of color, and then I covered it in an antique white, but you can still see through it. And I added in this this teapot back here, which has the grapes on it. So what I'm going to do now is, before I do anything else, I'm going to I have a few florals that I'm going to use. Very few that are this color, so I'm going to put them in here. Okay, so I only had 6 of these, so I just randomly placed them across here. Then I have these mauve-y kind of flowers, which have that same purpley undertone to them. So I just stuck them in randomly because I want to break up a little bit of this coloring that I have going on here. I have these grapevine picks, so I'm going to stick a couple in here right now. I think I only have, I have 1, 2, I have 3 right now. I know I have more, but I just have 3 right now, and I'm not going up in the attic and getting more. So I think, let me see what I'm going to do. I'm going to put 1 here, I think cascading out a little bit like that. And then 1, excuse me, on the other side. And then 1 in here. And excuse me, next thing in is these grapes. Okay, next in I have these candle holders, and I'm going to put these in there to give some height there. Okay, so I know this isn't everybody's cup of tea for sure, and you know, for fall, but it is fall. It's a harvest time, so yeah, so it's not bad. I don't think I would leave that one up for me anyway, but I wanted to do something to inspire you to think outside the box. All right, everybody. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this video of 2 more mantles. That makes 5 that I did so far, and I will be doing some more in a few days. So take care and give me a thumbs up, drop me a comment. It helps with that algorithm. And I hope you watched all the way through because that helps as well. All right, everybody, take care, and I will be seeing you soon. I have to be thinking about what I'm doing next. I think I have an idea, but we'll see. Bye-bye.